AskReddit by Calmavicious. What's the stupidest real men don't you've ever heard? When I was 15, this other boy called me gay and not a real man because I didn't want to sit down next to him and jack off to porn. Not even slightly exaggerating here. Fellas, is it gay to be straight? Hug their sons. My dad hugged my brother for the first time when he was 18 and graduated high school. Dad was raised by his parents to not show outwardly love towards his children because that would spoil us. Our childhood was odd. First and last time I saw my dad cry was when his bird hunting dog died, as he dug the hole to bury it in their backyard. The older generations were tougher, sure, but I know my dad would have benefited greatly from being hugged more as a child. That shit gets passed down. This was my dad. The most affectionate act my father ever showed was a handshake. I saw a video of a woman saying real men don't eat peanut butter and jelly and I was flabbergasted. I like to call it the old reliable. Peanut butter and jelly have never done me wrong, and they never will. Real men never say no to sex. Gay sex. Sleep on their stomachs. I agree, because if your ass is facing upwards and just looks all fat, round and jiggly, there in the middle of the night, the devil might get tempted to either eat it, or pound it with his 20-inch cock, so it's better to sleep with your ass against the mattress to avoid tempting any supernatural creature that might be lurking around, like a werewolf, cause being fucked by a werewolf isn't only gay, it's also furry behavior, and real men don't partake in furry activities like getting a massive anal orgasm from a thick knotted werewolf dick. Edit. IDK, what devil possessed me to write such an oddly specific and sexually gay sarcastic joke, but I'm sorry for making anyone picture a big werewolf making a real man have an anal orgasm through a big thick knotted dick. I should probably get off the internet for a couple hours and go touch some grass. Edit 2. Guys, what the hell? I'm in awe of all the awards. Thank you all so much. I'm glad this dumb thing I wrote made you all laugh. Thank you all again. I wish you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. I've never had a more successful comment than this one. Thank you. Wear sunscreen. Oh yeah, I know, when I see healthy, youthful skin on a guy I immediately think this is not a real man. Once saw a woman on Twitter say something like, if a man is too eager when the free bread gets to the table, that's sus, and I was just blown away by that one. Fellas, is it gay to be hungry? A guy at work described something his daughter did as cute, and then some douche told him that men aren't supposed to call things cute. A little kid told me that when I said his little drawing was cute. Boys aren't allowed to say cute or pretty. My former boss would die on the hill of real men don't use rolling suitcases. He'd sooner throw out his shoulder carrying a heavy duffel bag than ever be caught dead rolling a suitcase through an airport. Edit. Forgot to add, he also thinks neck pillows are fruity and can't stand when men wear them around their neck on planes. Also, the comments about benefits of hiking backpacks, I don't think I ever saw him sport a 2-strap. Fellas, is it gay to have even weight distribution on your shoulders? God, his back must ache like absolute hell. Rolling suitcases are just efficient and easy to lug around. Not sure if it counts, but a young woman wouldn't sell me a Luna bar because it's made for women. I said no. It's marketed to women. But I like this flavor. She said, I can't sell it to you. It has estrogen in it. We had a frustrating back and forth before I finally convinced her that I was willing to take the risk, and she sold it to me. She thought that a bar had hormones? Real men don't lift under, insert weight. Everyone has to start somewhere, dickhead. I have been lifting for years, but when I see a new kid try lifting crazy heavy with bad form, I warn him it's a good way to get hurt. If they don't listen, then that's on them. My ex has started taking my 14-year-old son to the gym, which is fine, but she and her friends have this type of attitude. I try to warn him, but you know, I'm not as cool as the dudes at the gym. Real men don't show their own children affection or accept affection from them, apparently. Edit. Holy shit, this blew up. On behalf of all dads out there, I'm sending all of you a virtual hug. Every kid deserves to know they're loved. Why my kids hate me skill issue. Eat dessert. Seriously. I was told it was gay to eat dessert. Because children and women like sweet things. Fuck you, Paul. I am going to eat this raspberry cheesecake. Children and women like lots of things. Is it not acceptable for men to sleep, shower, converse, wear clothes, or eat any popular foods? Use umbrellas. This one is hilarious and true. I once went across the street from my apartment to pick up a pizza in the rain, using an umbrella to keep dry, and a group of guys about my age were running from awning to awning getting absolutely soaked. As I walked past, one of them was like, "Nice umbrella," in a very condescending tone. At least one of his friends goes, "Dude, we are literally soaking," and you're making fun of his umbrella. It was pretty funny. My friends once introduced me to this guy who was talking really loudly. I thought maybe he didn't realize how loud he was being, so I said, "You're a little loud." Dude said, "Real men talk loud. Chicks like that." I did not like that. I usually just double it back. "Why yeah shoutn at me, I don't owe you money yet." 1. My cousin was working at a chocolate shop and said a guy barged in asking for chocolate for men. She never did figure out what he was talking about. 2. My grandfather firmly believed real men didn't smile in photos. Smiling equals gay in his mind. Needless to say, he was a homophobe. This might be a generational thing. My grandparents scolded us, male and female, if we smiled for the camera. Real men don't order dessert. I'm sorry, it's gay to like sugar? This real man is gonna deep throat a bananas foster while holding eye contact with you the entire time. What are you supposed to do instead? Eat the waiter? I was at Jones and the man behind me in line was buying something for his wife and didn't have any coupons. I told him about the app and the website and offered to pull up my coupons for him to use. He laughed and said, "Boys don't use coupons." So weird. It's free money. How fragile is your masculinity that you pay full price when you don't have to? I once gave an expiring spare coupon to a guy behind me in line who was buying yards and yards of fake fur. He was pretty stoked to get that 50% off. I hope whatever he made was awesome. I've heard real men don't drink tea. Is this an American vs European thing? It actually reminds me of a funny story. This guy was going to his GF's house to meet her cop father for the first time. The guy came from a pretty privileged background, and he knew his girl's father already disliked him, based on that fact alone. When he got there, the dad offered him hot tea, in a cup without a handle. Dude was like, "I could tell this was a test of some sort, so I picked up that scalding hot cup and just held it, slowly sipping away. I could literally feel my fingerprints burning off, but I held that cup, like a man. And I passed the test." Her dad loosened up a little after that. I suffered some serious burns, but well worth it. Have long hair. I don't understand it at all. If Eddie Van Halen can have long hair, then I can too. Read the instructions. My GF doesn't read any instructions, then wonders why it doesn't fit together properly, etc. I was brought up on Lego sets. I read the fucking instructions. Wanna be tough guy. Real men don't cook. Only women and gay men cook. Me. What about male chefs like Gordon Ramsay? Response A. They are closeted gay men. Or response B. A chef is a paid position, so it doesn't count. Real men don't cook. They only grill, fry, barbecue, smoke, work as professional chefs. Candice Owens of the Daily Wire recounted an anecdote of how, when her grown mother died, her grandfather didn't cry at her funeral. She says she wants to live in a society like that, where men never cry ever, even at the funeral of their spouse of 40+ years. I am, of course, not knocking Candice's grandfather. Different people process grief in different ways. But Candice's gatekeeping of proper manly decorum at their wife's funeral is positively demented. This has happened to a friend of mine. His GF literally said to his face while breaking up with him that I've lost all sexual attraction to you when I saw you cry at your dad's funeral. Yup. Shit is fucked. Wash their ass because it makes them gay. Hey man, how come you don't smell like shit? Have you been fucking dudes again? I was told that really men never look at their nails with their palm down and would only ever look at their nails with their palm up and fingers curled. I gotta wonder how secure in your masculinity you've got to be to spend time even thinking about the right way to look at your nails. Both seem equally girly to me. Yes. Real men don't put cream in their coffee. I responded with, real men don't give a shit what other men think of their beverage choices. Real men live their lives with no care for others' expectations. Eat what you want, drink what you want, do what you want. Eat pussy. Oh, so doing this one simple trick that makes it really easy to sexually satisfy women is too gay for you? Everyone knows real men don't enjoy vagina or the pleasure of women. Real men don't wipe after shit, because it's touching a man's anus. Lol, brought to you by the same nasty ass guys that touch a penis every day. Real men don't love their women as much as or more than she loves him. He has to always love her less and be less emotional to hold more power in the relationship. Loving women is gay. Drink fruity cocktails. Dude, my cocktail has 5 spirits in it. It's way more alcohol than your 3x% ABV beer and it tastes nice. Tiki drinks are pretty and have a heroic amount of booze in them. Anyone who thinks that should go pound a zombie cocktail, then come back and apologize while thanking me for getting them really buzzed on one drink.